I talked to other teams after the under 18 World Cup, so it's good.
Okay. Have you chatted with the Capitals?
Yeah, in the season a little bit, yeah.
Is there any players you try and model your game after?
I try to have like my own game, but like of course Moritz Seider is a German role model, I would say, but also Kel McCarr, Quinn Hughes, also Miro Heiskanen.
What is it about Seider's game that you like?
I think the hitting, but also like the two-way game. Like he's offensive, but also defensive. And since I'm in Halifax and with the national team now, I think my game is more two-way now. So yeah, I enjoy that. Yeah.
When you have talked to teams, what are the things that they say, ask you most about? What are like the elements of your game? Like maybe they're saying, we didn't like this, or maybe we do like this. What are the things that they kind of harp on with you?
I think like my weaknesses they talked about is like the defensive game. Like I think in Canada the game is more physical because of the small rink, but also like guys are stronger, and that's like what I'm working on. I'm working in the off season now to get stronger, but then in the season with my coach in Halifax to just do video and get the box outs, blocking shots and that stuff, and yeah, owning the net front and the corners. That's something. Yeah.
What did you think of playing in the Q this year? What were the things that stood out to you? What was the hardest thing to adjust to?
I think of course a smaller rink, and I think the Q is like a lot of dump and chase and like a fast league and like a lot of chipping, so like the forecheck is pretty hard there, I would say. So that's one thing what's different compared to Sweden, for example. Yeah.
Are you surprised that there are only 4 players from the Q here today?
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. Yeah, I think it could be more. Like I think the Q is a little bit underrated in my opinion. Like it's a very good league, and there are also other very good prospects who aren't here. And yeah, I hope throughout the next coming years and the Q draft now that there will be more in the common. Yeah.
How do you feel that the league is good for your development?
I think it was the right step for me to go to Halifax. Like I played a lot of minutes there. I made the under 20 World Junior team through Halifax, I would say, and they helped me a lot. They want to develop me, and they just try their best to keep me there. I will stay next year, maybe 2 years more, and try to develop my best there. Yeah.
Did any of the teams that you met with here have you break down video of your own game?
Yeah, Carolina did that. They showed me some bad clips and wanted, like, for example, how I react, but also how it is. Like, they want to know how my coach, for example, wants me to attack there, and just want like my opinion about that. Yeah.
Were you asked any weird questions from other teams?
No. I heard I was eating with my agent, some other players talked to Montreal. They said they had some weird questions, but I had only good questions, luckily. Yeah.
What were those questions you heard of?
They said that, for example, if there's like $100 in the trash, for example, and dirt, and $20 on like a normal, like, I don't know, like bench or something, what would you take? The dirty thing or like the easy way? That was something I heard, and some other weird questions too. Yeah.
What would you do in that scenario?
I would take both. I would take the dirt.
It's a good
and
answer.
Yeah. But like if I would play in Montreal, I would get more than $100. I would think so. Yeah.
The exchange rate.
Yeah.
What would you say the biggest differences of playing and living in Germany compared to playing in Canada?
I would say in Canada, for example, the junior leagues now, like Halifax is one of the biggest hockey towns, I would say, in junior. So they have, in my opinion, the best fans in the CHL, or like of course in the Q. So they just, like, if you go shopping, for example, there are little kids who like see that you're there and want autographs, photos. And in Germany, the first sport is soccer, so I would say it's probably the same like playing soccer in Germany. So it's just amazing. Yeah.
What would you say like the biggest shock for you when you came to Canada and saw how different?
Yeah, some fans are pretty crazy. That's like, yeah, some do some weird comments, for example, on Instagram. Some try to text you all the time, but that's just how it is. That's how being a pro is, I think. Yeah.
What's the one thing that you want to improve on the next year or two? Strength, speed. Is it one aspect of your game you want to improve?
Yeah, of course, like work on my strengths too. But like everyone is doing that. But like of course, getting stronger. Then I think if I get stronger, the two-way game will be better the next years, and I will develop, get like stronger, make more hits, and be I think I'm offensive, I'm very good, but defensive is like what I need to work on the most, so that's gonna be better the next years. Yeah.
You have a good shot. Like, how much do you work on that?
I shoot shots with my little brother, like shooting pucks every day, almost like at home. So I try to do that a lot. Like, I think you can always work on your shot. Like, everyone is doing it. If you see Bedard or the other like top NHL guys, they work on their that stuff every day. So I try to do the same and improve every day. Yeah.
Is your little brother getting better at it?
Yeah, I think if you compare him to my age, he's way better. He's more skilled, but like all of the guys are like in that age have so much skill now. So yeah, I have to push him hard. Yeah.